In this video, I will be demonstrating alarm management proof of concept. So for this video, we've created a simulation screen right here, and we're simulating a tank battery at Rockerbie 102 site. And basically, we have two associated datas for each alarm. We have an asset and a route. So right here is our route number for this site. This Rockerbie site happens to be Route 909, and it's in the SWAT asset. So to kind of go over what it actually is an alarm, let's look at the actual tag where this level is coming from. And this is the tag editor, and under the alarm tab, we have several alarms defined. So this high alarm has several key properties. Its name is high alarm. The mode is above set point, and it's going to be in alarm when it's above the alarm set point high tag. This nomenclature references the starting point of the tag that this alarm is configured on. And the pipeline is the other key part in notification. If an alarm is not tied to a pipeline, it won't notify anyone. So all alarms in the system are going to be tied to the global pipeline, and then they're going to be filtered based on route and asset. So these two route and asset tags are bound, properties are bound to tags, metadata route and metadata short description of the asset. So this binding is going to go up 3 layers from the starting point of this alarm. So that brings us up to this root folder. Then it's going to go down into the metadata and route tag, which happens to be route 909 right now. And the asset is going to go up a few more layers to this SWAT folder, and it's going to look at this metadata short description SWAT. So those two associated data points are passed in with the alarm when it goes into the notification pipeline. So let's go take a look at the pipeline and see how those two properties are used in notification and alarm handling. So this is the starting point of all alarms across all the assets. And once it starts, it's going to go into this delay block, which we have set up right now, so we can actually follow the alarm going through the different pipelines and see it rather than having it just instantly go through. So once we get through this delay block, we're going to go into this switch, which looks for that asset custom property that we defined on the alarm, and then sorts it based on these key values. So in our case, it's going to go down this path right here because the asset is SWAT, and it's going to jump to the asset SWAT underscore main pipeline. So that correlates with this asset folder, SWAT folder, and the underscore main notification pipeline. So all SWAT alarms will come in here, and again, we're going to delay, and then we're going to switch based on the route. So right now we only have 2 routes defined, 901 and 911. And based on that route number, we're going to jump to a corresponding pipeline. So in our case, let's say we're going to route 901. That's going to jump over to this route 901 pipeline in the SWAT folder. And we're going to finally get to our notification block. And right now, this notification block is set up for an email notification, and it's going to notify the SWAT 901 roster, on-call roster. And an on-call roster is a simple concept. It's basically a list of users in which an alarm is going to notify sequentially when there's an alarm event. So let's go simulate this alarm. So we'll go back to our screen, and well, right now we have this tied to 909. So let's put it back to 901. And that's what's great about these associated data points is we can dynamically change what route each site is located on, and we can easily change which operator is tied to which route for notifications. So right now we're looking at our on-call rosters, and we're filtered just to look at the SWAT on-call rosters and just looking at administrators. We can filter by, lease operator, etc. So right now, rather than searching through all of the Active Directory users, we're just looking at administrators. So I'm going to find myself, and I'm going to add myself to this on-call roster, SWAT 901, and I'm going to move myself all the way to the top and hit save. So now I'm going to be receiving all alarms for SWAT Route 901. So let's go ahead and simulate this alarm. And once we simulate it, we're going to switch over to the gateway status page to follow the alarm as it's going through the different pipelines so we can see how it responds. So once we're in alarm, we're going to go over to the page. So as you can see, we are in the SWAT, or the global pipeline, and now we just jumped over to the SWAT main. We are in the delay block. This is the source of the alarm. And because we are Route 901, we jumped over to the Route 901 pipeline. And in a second here, we'll be notifying myself, Scriv 592. And it's going to go ahead and notify all 4 of the users. And I just got the email right now, so I'm going to go ahead and look at that. And I have to enable links. And so now, once I get this alarm, if I want to acknowledge it, I can just simply click this link. It'll bring me to a web page. And as of right now, you have to be connected into the VPN or locally to get to the server. And here's where I can see what alarm is and when it happened, and I can send an acknowledgement. And it's letting me know that it's acknowledged. And that's how we handle alarms in Ignition. Thank you.